Hello everyone, welcome to another topic of biochemistry nutrition. Today in the vitamin, we are going to talk about the vitamin B12. So we all know that vitamin B2, it comes under the vitamin B complex, and vitamin B2 is water soluble vitamin. The vitamin B2 we also call it riboflavin. So let us talk about what are the various sources of vitamin B2. The various sources of vitamin B2 that are rich sources are liver, dried yeast, egg, milk, and milk products. These are the rich sources of vitamin B2. The other good sources are fish, whole cereals, legumes, and green leafy vegetables are good sources of vitamin B2, and they are easily destroyed by the ultraviolet light. What is the recommended daily allowance of vitamin B2? The recommended daily allowance of vitamin B2 in men is 1 to 1.5 mg per day, whereas in women it is 0.9 to 1.1 mg per day. Let us talk about the various functions of the vitamin B2. The various functions of vitamin B2s are, various functions of vitamin B2 are they participate in various reactions. They participate in various reaction that occurs in the carbohydrate metabolism, lipid metabolism, protein metabolism, and various other metabolism. Before knowing the functions of the vitamin B2, first of all you should know about what are the various components of the flavin, various components of the vitamin B2. There are mainly two components of vitamin B2. One is FAD, we also call it flavin adenine dinucleotide, and another is FMN, that is flavin mononucleotide. So this FAD and FMN are used as the cofactors in the redox reaction. So they are used in the energy yielding metabolic pathway. How they are used in the energy yielding metabolic pathway, I will describe this in detail. Now let us see. So in the FAD, it is flavin adenine dinucleotide. What happens during the TCA cycle? I will describe the TCA cycle later in detail in the biochemistry metabolism. So in during TCA cycle, compounds release hydrogen. Various compounds release hydrogen, and riboflavin enzyme FAD pulls them. The FAD pulls two hydrogen during the TCA cycle. So after pulling two hydrogen, the FAD plus two hydrogen plus H, it becomes FADS2. The FADS2 carries two hydrogen to the electron transport chain. So at the end of the electron transport chain, hydrogen are accepted by the oxygen. So they create the water, and FADS2 becomes FAD again. So during this process, the ATP is released. So ATP we all know it is the energy. So the FADS2 goes to electron transport chain, creating the 2 ATP. So how this I will discuss more detail about this electron transport chain and various components of the electron transport chain in detail. So just you to know that this FAD and FADS2 acts as the energy yielding metabolic pathway. They are used in the electric energy yielding metabolic pathway. So there, as I have told you already, that there are various reactions that take parts that they take part in, like in carbohydrate metabolism. The alpha keto the FAD dependent reaction are used in carbohydrate metabolism, like in alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase complex. So the alpha ketoglutarate, when changed to succinyl coenzyme A, the FAD is required. And in the enzyme succinate dehydrogenase, when the succinase is changed to fumarate, the FAD is required. In the lipid metabolism also, acyl CoA dehydrogenase enzyme FAD is required. So while changing the acyl coenzyme A to alpha 1 beta unsaturated acyl coenzyme A, it is required. So in the protein metabolism, glycine oxidase needs FAD. So while changing glycine to glycosylate plus NH3, the FAD is required. In the purine metabolism, as I have discussed already in the one of the first lectures of the biochemistry, the xanthine oxidase needs FAD to convert xanthine to uric acid. And FMN dependent reaction. The FMN dependent reaction, N amino acid oxidase required the FAD while changing N amino acid to alpha keto acid and NH3. So let us discuss what are the various manifestations that occur after vitamin B12 deficiency. There will be the sore red eyes, more chances of the angular stomatitis, glossitis of the tongue, and scrotal dermatitis. These are the four main manifestations that occurs due to vitamin B12 deficiency. So we discussed the brief introduction, the various sources, recommended daily allowance, the function, and the various FAD dependent reaction that you should know, and what happens when there will be the deficiency of vitamin B12. We have discussed this in detail. So I hope you understood this lecture. So in the subsequent lecture, I will discuss about other vitamin B complex vitamins, like other vitamins I will discuss in brief. Thank you.